The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM Software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online, a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users on demand on iTunes and on YouTube and on my blog, GaryBaumgarten.com, where you're encouraged to post your comments, whether you agree with yours truly or not. And thanks to our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio, we're syndicated to an additional 12 million households. Welcome you to the show. Sorry, I was just getting a message here on the side that made me chuckle a little bit. Hey, Boaz, and this is not a an endorsement or a product placement, but for the very first time in my life, I just took my first sip of Ocean Spray cranberry and blueberry juice. Now, it's a combination that you would not think would be that good, but I thought I would try it. It is awesome.
And not to mention healthy.
And it's healthy. It's 100% juice, no sugar added. If Ocean Spray wants to advertise on the show because I gave it such a ringing endorsement, feel free. Hey, before we get to our guest today, who's going to be an excellent guest to talk about what the president is about to announce tonight, just a couple of programming notes for you. Tonight at 8 o'clock New York time, we will be reconvening to watch and listen as the President of the United States, Barack Obama, addresses the nation from West Point to announce the number of troops that he will be sending additionally to Afghanistan. And we'll be able to comment on that during and after his presentation. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock New York time, it's the launch of Make It Pro TV, MakeitPro TV. And if you go to their website, makeitpro.com/TV, I'm posting that in the room now, and register, you can win all kinds of cool stuff like a t-shirt or a premium nick to a Paltalk or a bunch of other stuff. On Thursday at 8 o'clock New York time, it's the Diana Falzone show with Jackie the Joke Man Martling. That'll be a great show. He always makes me laugh, Jackie. I've known him for years, and you know him as once a regular but no more on the Howard Stern show. Yep, that Jackie the Joke Man. Well, it's no joke what's being discussed tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The President of the United States finally, 3 months after General Stanley McChrystal, who heads the troops in Afghanistan, both the U.S. troops and commander of the NATO forces there, requested an additional 40,000 troops to complete the mission that was assigned to him. The president is finally responding. By all accounts, it's going to be a lot of troops, but not quite as many as McChrystal requested, about 30,000. I was thinking, who best to bring on the show to talk about this? Well, I can't think of anybody better than Ray McGovern, who now works with Tell the World, the publishing arm of the Ecumenical Church of the Savior in Washington, D.C. He had a career as a CIA analyst for 27 years, spanning from the administration of John F. Kennedy to that of George H.W. Bush, and really knows his stuff when it comes to the geopolitical issues involving Afghanistan and other trouble spots around the world. Ray McGovern, welcome to News Talk Online on the Paltalk News Network.
Thank you very much, Gary. Glad to be with you.
I'm happy to have you here with us. So the president is going to send 30,000 more troops to complete a mission that was not the mission that was announced by George W. Bush, nor the mission I thought he promised as a candidate Obama to complete once he became President Obama. Have we not suffered here from mission creep, and what are we actually doing now in Afghanistan?
Well, we're making a gigantic mistake, a historic mistake. it's a fool's errand, as Congressman Dave Obey said on Sunday. And in looking for the reasoning behind it, you really can't look to what I call the fawning corporate media, because those media are owned by the people who are the corporations that are profiteering on this war making. I do not exaggerate. Look who owns the TV networks, and look who owns the cable channels. It's the same people that are building all these bombs and airplanes and ammunition. So what's the real purpose behind it? Well, let's rule out what it's not. James Jones, who's the National Security Advisor to the President of the United States, a month ago, when he was asked about how many Al-Qaeda there were in Afghanistan, he said, well, at tops, probably 100. 100 Al-Qaeda. And we're sending 30,000 more U.S. troops to, as George Bush would say, hunt them down, hunt them down. Give me a break. It's not that, is it? No. Al-Qaeda is mostly in Pakistan now, and it's not about Al-Qaeda. So what is it about? Is it about bringing democracy to Afghanistan? Well, please don't make me laugh. That was the default reason for our going into Iraq. What it's about is what most Americans don't know, and that is that above Afghanistan, if you look at a map, to the north of Afghanistan are a couple of countries that have huge deposits of natural gas and oil. I think primarily of Turkmenistan, which is exactly to the north. That has more, now hold on to your hats, folks, that has natural gas deposits worth more than all the oil under the sands of Iraq, okay? Now, nobody knows that except Chevron, except the international oil companies. They have rights to some of that, but they can't get it out. If you look at Turkmenistan, there's no ports there. It's landlocked, and you have to go through, guess where? Afghanistan, Pakistan, a little piece of India, and then you're home free. Then you have an outlet to the Indian Ocean. Then you don't have to go through the Straits of Hormuz from the Persian Gulf. Then you don't have to go through Russia. Then you have a windfall of natural gas and oil, which is in very, very diminishing supply in the world. And that plan, I'm not making this up, that plan was initiated when the governor of Texas, his name happened to be George W. Bush, in 1998 was sent a letter by Kenneth Lay, who at that point was the head of Enron. And the letter said, "Dear Mr. President," crossed out Mr. Governor, crossed out Governor, and said, "Dear George, please welcome the Afghan ambassador, because he's going to be visiting Houston and Dallas, and he's going to be talking about a